Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. Today's video is a 10 unique fragrances in my collection tag video. This tag was originally started by Manahil from Perfume Realm. She makes videos on perfumes and I will link her video and channel down below. Please go check her out as well and show her some love. So this was a challenging video to do because honestly, I feel that most of the fragrances I have are pretty unique because it doesn't make sense to have very similar fragrances. But then as I started going through them, I did find some similarities. Like I thought, okay, this is a citrus, that's a citrus, so probably not so unique. So these I have picked thinking that I really don't have anything similar to them in my collection. But as for whether they are really truly unique or not, I can't say because I haven't smelled all the fragrances that exist out there. So I'm just gonna go with them being unique in my collection. And I hope that you will enjoy my picks. First up is Champs-Élysées from Guerlain. This is a really gorgeous mimosa fragrance with a touch of melon. It's bright, sweet, and sparkling. It lasts a long time for an EDT and it's perfect for spring and summer. I think it's unique because the mimosa I get is very natural. It's like a freshly picked flower or like when you're just standing under a mimosa tree. That's what it smells like to me. I have smelled some other mimosa fragrances as well and I have them, but they have other notes going on as well, other flowers, other woods. But this is just through and through mimosa for me at least, and so I think it's very unique and it's really beautiful. Next is Joyeuse Tuberose from Guerlain. This is from their L'Art et la Matière collection. This was love at first sniff for me and I wanted it for many years. There is something that smells a bit familiar about this fragrance, yet very distinct, so I still think it's very unique. On me, it smells like this really perfect powdery tuberose, and the powderiness comes from lilies, I think. And it's very green. So there aren't too many tuberose fragrances that I know that are very green, but this is one of them. It's really feminine and pleasing and soft, and it's just very, very beautiful. And I don't have anything like this in my collection. So I do think it's very unique. Next is Carnal Flower by Frederic Malle. Now this was a recent purchase and I really love it. This is also a very green tuberose fragrance. And I know I just said that the Joyeuse Tuberose is green, but this is green in a very different way. They both are green and they both have tuberose, but they're very distinct from each other. So that's why they both are in my top 10 unique fragrances list. So this is more creamy, green and floral. It has eucalyptus, melon and coconut, which makes it very unique. And I don't get coconut like in a tropical sense, but it's blended really well. There is some eucalyptus that I get which makes it smell very different. You know, tuberose and eucalyptus, I don't know how they make it work, but it does work really well in this fragrance. And it lasts a really long time and I just love it. It's really a beautiful fragrance. Next is Estee Lauder's Pleasures Intense. This is my second bottle of this fragrance. Now, this is a really beautiful lily fragrance that I love wearing in summer and spring. And it's one of the few lily fragrances that I can actually wear. And it's very different, very distinct, easily recognizable. And I haven't smelled anything like that. It's a really sweet, dry, woody, spicy, green lily fragrance. So fairly unique in my opinion. Next is Three L'Impératrice from Dolce & Gabbana. This is definitely unique in my collection because I'm generally not very fond of fruity fragrances, but to me this smelled quite nice. And I know a lot of people say they get a lot of watermelon, but I get guava from this. And guava is a note I don't find in too many fragrances. And so I really love it. And I love guava. It's one of my favorite fruits and it's hard to find here, or the kind of guava I am used to, which is really a ripe, juicy, soft guava. This is what this one smells like. And it's surprising guava is not mentioned in the notes, but that's all I get. So it is pretty unique in that sense. Next is Dune from Christian Dior. This is such a beautiful fragrance. This is, I think, my second bottle. My mother used to wear it. took it from her and used to wear it, and then I got my own. This is a really beautiful lily and sandalwood fragrance, although I get much more sandalwood than lilies. It has a very dusty, dry, woody dry down and really quite unique in my collection. I absolutely love it, and I am quite excited to wear it in the upcoming cooler months. Another unique one in my collection is Jo Malone's Orange Blossom. Now this was love at first sniff. It smells really pretty and smells very close to the real flowers, and that's why I love it. There are some others that I've tried that either have too many other flowers going on or then are too soapy, but this is as natural as it can get to the real orange blossoms. And I have orange trees in my backyard, so I know exactly what it smells like. And when I smell this, I knew I just had to have it. Next is Amoureuse from Maison Francis Kurkdjian. This is a very crisp, sharp, slightly pungent floral with a very dry, powdery dry down. I really like it. I haven't smelled anything like this, and this was the first fragrance from this house that I had tried and I had fallen in love. And I purchased it only recently and I am absolutely loving it. I haven't smelled Amoureuse flower, so I don't know, but whatever it is that they have going on in here is really nice. It starts out quite citrusy and then becomes pungent and floral, and then it becomes like a dry, ambery vetiver, and it's really, really amazing. Next is Lancome's Hypnose. I have had this for a long time, and I really found this fragrance to be very unique even when it was launched, and I don't think I have smelled anything like this one as yet. It's a beautiful passion flower and vanilla fragrance. It starts out quite citrusy and then dries down as a very milky, woody, floral vanilla fragrance, and it's really very unique. I really love it, and it's also one of the fragrances I love wearing in the fall months. And the last fragrance I have here is 24 Faubourg from Hermes. I have done a full review of this fragrance, which I will link below if you're interested. It is a very unique fragrance in my collection because it starts out as a chypre and then becomes a beautiful floral and then turns very sandalwoody and ambery, and it's really, really beautiful fragrance. Very classy, very elegant, and I am so glad it's in my collection now. And the bottle is beautiful, the fragrance is beautiful, and overall I think it is pretty unique. So those were my unique fragrances, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.